John David McAfee made us the software that we are still used to this day. Antivirus for liberty. And Mr. McAfee, despite the media's lies, killed no man in belief. He's not dead, he lives and breathes. We are the McAfee collides, McAlides. This is the John McAfee Innocence Podcast. This is the John McAfee Innocence Podcast.
Yo, and welcome back to the John McAfee Innocence Podcast. This is our second episode, and when it comes to the John McAfee Innocence Project as an organization, I go by the name Scroot, and I am joined by my co-host here.
Hey, I'm Ron, everybody. I say everybody, there's probably maybe 3 listeners at this point.
Well, yes, we have done the sort of statistics, the data mining and the algorithmic extraction of demographical information, and there do seem to be 3 listeners, all in Kenya, which is very interesting.
Ooh. Do you think that's where John is?
John.
What if
Oh my God.
What if he's one of them?
He could be.
He's hanging out with Malik Obama right now.
And of course, we're referring to John McAfee, supposedly dead antivirus creator and all-around adventurer, pirate, libertarian hero of our organization. Yeah. But today's episode is actually not going to be all about John McAfee. If you're listening in Kenya, though, John, I hope you're, got some sunscreen on, you're in a nice, cozy little hut, and somehow you have Wi-Fi. We're going to be talking about an interesting topic today. For those of you who don't know, the JMIP, the John McAfee Innocence Podcast, the whole premise is that every episode it has a new premise. So this episode's premise is we're going to be talking about comments, and that means YouTube comments, Facebook comments, comments at the Thanksgiving family dinner table about someone else's looks or some sort of political or racial comment. Comments in general, and playing some comment related sort of games, which will be fun. And we'll get to that segment, which is the main segment, very soon. But first, we've decided to start off each show just by sort of catching up and talking about whatever we want for a little while. It's just a free-for-all mode that we call Anything Goes. And our sound man, who has just joined us now in our second episode, we are so glad to have him. I'd have to do way less editing. Jamal, who will be listening to this. Jamal, at this point, you can go ahead and put in that Anything Goes segment theme song.
In olden days, a glimpse of stocking was looked on as something shocking, but now God knows anything goes. Good authors too, who once knew better words, not only useful letter words, writing prose. What's that? Oh no, I'm recording this segment jingle it's for this podcast of these 2 assholes. Where was I? Oh yeah, anything goes.
All right, thank you, Jamal.
Yeah, I'm really glad to have Jamal here. It's
great.
It was hard without him.
It's like a shopping cart with 2 wheels. It just doesn't work. 3 wheels, you're good. And it's like 3 Musketeers. I'm D'Artagnan. You're the second one, and he's the black one. It's going to be awesome.
Who's the 4th one?
The 4th Musketeer? That's George Martin, I think.
Right.
But anyway, we're going to be talking about comments later. But first, anything goes. So, I mean, Ron, I'll let you have the floor. I mean, what's going on? What do you want to talk about? Anything on your mind? How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm trying to get back into the dating game lately.
Like those old DVDs you have of the game show from like TV Land. You're just trying to get back into watching it.
Those aren't DVDs. Those are imported PC games, and
there's foreign PC games of the classic, I believe 60s and 70s TV show. The dating.
No, dating games.
Oh, you mean like dating sims?
Is that what they're called? I've never played The Sims, but
I think they're related.
Yeah.
The
Well,
Sims
anyway,
was made by Will Wright. He kind of looks Asian, so.
Does he? Anyway,
Yeah.
back in I was remembering a time long ago when I almost got somewhere with a lady, and
Almost getting somewhere.
I got
So-
cock blocked. Here's the story. So, right, I was.
Got what blocked?
You heard me.
Ron, this is a
is-
family show. This is a family program.
Hey, kids gotta learn sometime.
All right. I mean, there goes me playing this at my youth group, but that's fine. Go ahead.
You totally should. No, so back when I lived down in Alabama way, I was going to this like luncheon group, meet and greet kind of thing, just to talk to people, stuff like this. I went in the afternoon one time, and then when it was closing
Like a
up,
luncheon of like specifically for meeting prospective partners, or like
no, just a general thing to like talk to people, grab a coffee, grab lunch meets,
like to meet
put them in
friends.
the coffee. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So anyway, this super hot chick was there, and like
Ron. Not only is this a family show, can we try for just a little bit to not make it so focused on the male gaze? Hot chick, dude. Was there nothing else to her but her visage and her, potential for mating?
Listen, whatever I'm about to say, just remember that I went home that night, and I made sure to jerk off to a picture of a naked man just to make it fair.
Okay,
So-
that does balance it out. I'm looking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at my college textbook here. Yes, the windows overlap. You are good. You're good to go, buddy.
I know. I dotted my I's, and yeah. So we kind of Hey, I've got pretty high. I got almost average T.
No, it is true. Ron and I have compared labs actually, and he does have high T.
Yeah.
I have high blood sugar because I drink high C, but that's something different. So what
Don't
happened?
drink Tang. Anyways, so we hit it off, and like she's like, "Oh, hey, does anyone want to go grab dinner after this?" I was like, "Oh yeah, sure." And it looked like no one else is gonna come. And then this other guy was like, "Oh, I'll join you guys too." And I was like, "Ah, shit, get in my way."
Wouldn't
So,
that have been a little weird if you just met and then it was just you guys getting the dinner?
I mean, I don't care. Yeah, it's weird.
I know you don't care. You're out there like the wolf on the prowl, but I mean,
It was her. It was her idea. It was her idea.
Did she seem like she was fine to go with this, like until the other guy bumped in?
Yeah, we were about to go, and
She was like, "Oh, just you and me, huh? That's cool."
yeah. I don't know what
Wow.
would have happened. I'm not saying nothing, but like anyway. So we went and just had dinner. I was like, whatever, and then it was fine. Nothing happened. I left.
Where'd you eat?
And then it's like a Chinese noodle place or something like that. Got like
What was her ethnicity, if I may ask?
Gentlemen do not discuss such things.
Well, okay,
But she
so
was
tell me.
Jewish. No, I'm kidding. She was from Nam, and like
Oh, she must
Yeah.
have had a lot of PTSD.
yeah, PT or
So-
PSTD maybe.
Yeah, I don't get
Depends
that one.
on if you're from the north or the south. Anyway.
So you took a Vietnamese girl to get Chinese food.
Listen, back then I've learned a lot since then. Back then I didn't know the difference. Sorry. But so this guy came along, and then later on, like, I talked to that guy again. I found out he had a fiance.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like-
So he just came for fun.
Yeah, dude, cramped my whole thing. He had no reason to go, and then the COVID lockdown started right after that, and I never saw her
That guy,
again.
what a dick. I mean, he goes to this event where you're supposed to go to make friends,
Yeah,
and then he butts in on you trying to exploit this friend-making event for some, General So's poontang, and just to possibly get closer with the friends he was trying to make. What a piece of shit.
yeah. Tell me about it.
I mean,
I'm just
let a guy
saying, you
shoot his
shouldn't.
shot.
If you're engaged, you shouldn't have friends.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, as soon as you get married, one of the tougher things I've heard is obviously the sex stops about 2 months in. Once you have the kid, it's the just constant intrusive thoughts of wanting to kill the child. And then number 3 is you're not allowed to have friends anymore. And so you have to kind of do this almost ritual where you go down your Rolodex and you just say goodbye one by one. So that's a good point. If he hadn't done that yet, he wasn't showing respect to his fiance.
Yeah. No. Anyway, I could have been engaged right now and not doing this show anymore.
Exactly. You could have been engaged to a geisha, not talking to a gay chef like me. But wow, what a story. That's a shame.
Yeah.
And did you ever touch base with her again?
Nope, never saw her again. She might have died in COVID. I don't remember. Also, we should probably bleep out when I say COVID, because we'll get flagged for mentioning it.
Nah, we're not Joe Rogan. We're not saying anything like crazy or stupid about it. Like
I'm not
we're
saying
that
anything about what's the thing you inject. You get injected. Don't say it. What is it called? I don't know. Anyway, I don't know anything about that.
heroin?
But, I think we can say that. Yeah, I'm not saying anything about the efficacy of heroin and preventing viruses. But let's just leave it there. Let's table that.
But yeah, I mean, she was from Vietnam, where we all know the lab was. So I can see why you didn't reach out further. I mean,
I don't know which
you made
lab
the
you
right-
mean.
the golden lab that they ate for dinner. But I see why you didn't pursue her. I mean, you try once, you get cock blocked. It's like that old saying goes: try once, fail, never try ever again. And I'm glad that you followed
Exactly.
that golden rule.
I'm a man of principle.
Yeah, a man of who embraces defeat. I'd say at almost every level, a coward even, which is rare in this time where everyone's proud about this and that, and oh so brave. Like you're just afraid, and I love that. It's vulnerable.
Yeah. I'll tell you what I'm not afraid of, though, is
COVID?
YouTube No, don't say that. I'm exactly as afraid as the medical authorities tell me to be. Let's just stop it right there. I want to get into YouTube comments now.
Oh, we're doing
Keep us safe from the heat.
So the anything goes section was pretty much just Rob tells one story, and then we.
What did you say? What did you call me? You better bleep that out.
I will. So the anything goes part is just any story Ron wants to tell goes, and then it's over. Cool. So I guess I'm not going to share anything.
What did you want to? I thought you had comments to share. I want to hear them.
Oh, I do. But well, we'll work on this. We'll workshop it, folks. In the future, anything goes is supposed to last a little bit longer and kind of just be like a natural chat where we get onto tangents. I don't know, talk about video games, movies we played, stuff like that. But it's a work in progress. Let's
There's
get
nothing
right
natural about me. Let me tell you that.
Well, just 2 more surgeries and there will be literally nothing. You're right, but there's a few more things still natural. Hold on to them. But let's get right into in this case, since this was just considered as a sneak peek at the Anything Goes section. Sorry, Jamal, for making you put the theme in, kind of for nothing.
Hey, he gets paid. Don't say sorry.
That's the thing. He doesn't, actually.
Oh, shit.
So let's jump to the main theme of this episode, the premise, which is always different on the John McAfee Innocence podcast. That said, future reference, some people might not have thought about this. It doesn't mean that a premise won't come back. So if you like a premise, comment and let us know. Or if you know one of us personally, DM us and let us know. Or send a carrier pigeon. Or tweet at Jamal. You're on Twitter, right, Jamal? Yeah. So here we go with the main premise of this episode.
All right.
Comments. And it's not just YouTube comments, it's comments in general. We're gonna go commental here, folks. So here's a little Jamal, can you make a theme song for commental too? Put it in right here.
Yeah. Commental, y'all. Yeah. Can't afford no mic using a rental. Nothing's copied here, there's no use of stencils. My threats will eventually be credentials. Scroot and Ron gonna shoot and run. Disassemble you till you resemble use idea. They'll have to idea using dental. John McAfee will make hackers flee like Marky Mark fighting Taliban hijackers. We know that it's all hypothetical, but here's a little segment to tickle and enthrall ya. Cracks a thing in the past, seems like fentanyl's the new shit, Jack. But what's that screaming from the back? Comments on the new drug, in fact? It's been a while since I heard something quite as whack. From trauma dumps to ones as dumb as Forrest Gump. Comments are art, but some choose to take a dump. All just attention, retention tactics for spastics and chumps. In the town square with flair and a megaphone declaring their despair and how they care and sharing how their sister Sharon's air went and ran out with the fair in 86, so unfair. Still remember her hair. Shut the fuck up and cry me a river, no one cares. At least not in the comments for life after love by shares. Detrimental to the internet environment. Detrimental like a new segment called Commental. Commental. Commental, yeah. It's a new segment, y'all. John McAfee Innocence Podcast presents Commental. Hell yeah. I put way too much work into this one, despite being paid nothing.
Okay. That one sucked, Jamal, but you're new and we really appreciate you being on our team here. And I know John does too, over in Kenya. So yeah, comments. There's so many different kinds of comments online. There are troll comments. There are sympathy bait comments. There are funny comments, like genuinely funny, ironic, self-aware comments. Yeah. They also kind of differ from platform to platform, and even on those platforms, and there's subgenres of comments. It's almost like heavy metal. It gets almost too confusing at a certain point. But you did mention YouTube comments, so. I think we had discussed we were both going to find some YouTube comments that we found noteworthy in some way, probably because they're stupid or funny, and we're going to switch off reading them to each other. And the game is, for this one, we'll talk about other comment stuff after, but for this comment game is to guess whether it's an actual legit comment that the person found in the wild naturally, or if it's a totally fake one that they wrote themselves. Yeah. And this game will be called, what's this going to be called? Real Take, Fake Snake.
And I will say something for mine. I went with music videos.
I did
exclusively.
Too.
Okay, yeah. So we're on.
Maybe if we do this again, we'll change the subject of the video.
But what I wanted to do is do like a 2-step process where you have to guess the song, and then guess if it's a real or a fake comment.
With mine, all my comments give away in the comment what the band is, and
that's fine.
I don't think you'd be able to guess the songs based on the bands, because if you did, that would be actually sad. So mine will be a little different, but okay, I'll do that with yours.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know how the hell I'll guess the song, but it'll be fun to just see if I can take a crapshoot at it. All right, so let's begin. Ron, give me your first comment. Is it real? Is it fake? And what's the song?
Let's
go.
So the first thing is, when it comes to music videos, I've noticed a few genres of comments that keep popping up, keep recurring.
Let me guess a few. Let me guess a few before you go. I know there's the what I like to call, what is it? A display of achievement, which is I'm 15 and listening to this band.
The
classic rock band, like a young person thinking that somehow them existing during the age of the internet and having easy access to find almost anything makes it amazing that they're listening to Led Zeppelin.
There's that. There's another angle to it too, where it's like, I was listening to this when it was out. Who's with me? It's like the flip side. It's like,
then there's the absolutely inane, just nonsensical. Anybody listening to this in 2024? Literally, it has 1 million views. You see there's new comments. Anyone listening to it is listening to it currently. And then second or third, there's of course the ones that like I listened to this when I was this age or whatever. And then it's like just absolutely a take that shows they don't just dislike modern music. They clearly haven't even attempted to seek out new music since 1972. Like people that are like, man, I mean, I hate to hate on modern music, but this, the Doors are kind of where it began and ended. Like, who's done it better since? Or like, name one band today who's making new, fresh stuff. Like, they don't make it like they used to, and it's like,
a lot of times what they comment on isn't even that great to begin with, and
that's what's fun. That's my favorite.
Yeah,
when I was younger, I used to take comments kind of like they would subconsciously actually affect my opinion on stuff. Like if I read under a song like a bunch of people saying like best album of the 80s or something, in my head I'd sort of think that that's what the consensus is and that I should keep giving it a chance because it's so beloved or whatever. But then over time I realized people are saying like, or for instance, like a band like the Chameleons or a band like The Sound or something, I would discover them and then see all these comments saying they're so criminally underrated compared to like their contemporaries. And I'd be like, oh wow, like these guys are underrated. And they were. But then you go on something like, Rascal Flatts or something, and they're like, such an underrated song. And then I Wikipedia the song and it was like number 2 on the country charts for like 4 months or something.
Yeah.
Like, people don't know what underrated means. It's got to be the most said word on music comments. It's got to be.
Yeah, definitely. That or whatever the current year is, which... and
it's like, they're usually right that the song... Sometimes they're right the song's good, like if it's the Beatles or something, but they don't even know what the
it depends on which era of Beatles. But yeah, you're right. Sure. Underrated...
Yeah, the skiffle
appropriately days, highly rated is more.
You know me, I'm skiffle only. I only listen to the skiffle stuff. I mean, anything beyond that, just a bunch of hazy daisy, trippy, hippie, dog shit. But yeah, people will be like, "Man, this Beatles song, Norwegian Wood, so underrated." Like,
yeah.
Okay.
It's crazy.
All right. So, what were the subgenres that maybe I didn't guess that?
Well, you got most of them. There's a couple more I noticed. One is like if there's like some well-known negative story about someone in the band or the singer or whatever, like a disgraceful arrest or a drug overdose, there'll be a lot of kind of snide wink jokes and puns about that, which I actually like. That's my favorite type.
There's probably a lot of Rod Stewart videos with comments like "pump it,"
Yeah, or like Queen. I wish someone had stopped him before, that kind of thing. The other one that I see
so
a lot.
Loud, I need hearing aids.
Exactly. The other one is, and this is the one that just grinds my gears to no end, but it's the tragic story that has absolutely nothing to do with the song.
Oh my god, my favorite one.
But
I remember the first time I ever saw that was back in 17 years ago, because I just was trying to find it in prep for the show, but it might have been long deleted, it looks like. I made a real old music video for a Modest Mouse song. It's very cringe-worthy to look back on now, but it has a lot of views. But there was a comment on there. I remember sitting in the school library checking on to see if anybody commented on the video I made. And one was like, this was me and my ex's or my girlfriend's song. She used to punch me to the bass line. And like all the comments were like, oh my god, I'm so sorry like that she hit you. And it was like, what's that got anything to do with this?
Maybe it was playful, like they enjoyed it.
It didn't. Yeah. No, it was like a track, or like one where it's like, oh man, Stairway to Heaven, that part at 38 seconds, so beautiful. I know Timmy loved it. Timmy up in heaven, the leukemia, the demon that is leukemia ripped you from our arms, and my tears pour like acid rain, and yet still your ghost haunts the bathroom. It's like, shut the fuck. You're making me depressed. I'm just
it's like obviously it has a connection to the song for that person.
Fuck Timmy.
But it's you're just broadcasting this like dredged up, possibly fake thing in front of a bunch of strangers, and I can't stand that.
I've written my share of fake sympathy ones for fun.
Sure. Well, yeah, but they're funny. Well, some of these are funny. I guess we can get into them right off the bat. I wanted
to gather all the. So there's a character kind of in our universe called Carmen.
Oh yeah,
he's
Carmen.
A Christian singer, and for years, I sort of got obsessed with not picking on him, but obsessing over him and trolling him in his comments. Not because he's a Christian, and not even because he's a Christian singer, despite most Christian rock sucking. There's just something about him. He's this guy. If you look him up, Carman, he looks like a wannabe greaser.
He's got like kind of a used car kind of guy.
His name's Carman too, so it's perfect. But he's got like a leather jacket, such tan skin that you have not just Italian tan skin, like you have to tan yourself for that. So I just
he is white, by the way. We're allowed to. We can say that, just to be clear.
And his teeth shine like God's love out of his mouth. They're so fakely white.
Pearly gates, man.
Those are the pearly gates. The gates to a gullet of lies. But no, I always felt like, and I was telling you this before the show too, even back then, the word grifter is what I thought with him, but I can't even use that word currently, because in current day when this is being recorded, it's like becomes such an overused accusation against anyone you disagree with. Say, that guy's a grifter to his fan. He sold a book, and so he's a grifter. So it's like, I mean a literal grifter vibe, because like he just seemed
deceptive, actually deceptive.
Yeah, I got vibes from him like he just kind of like the vibes where they were showing Trump like at a gospel church, and he was like holding hands with like a black minister,
like praying, and like I'm sure he does that. Like, yeah,
Lord, bless our people. I can't wait to get high on God. It's like it's just all to get that vote. And so similar with Carmen, it felt like it was all to get the sales, and to like he would do like really bad raps in the 80s and 90s when rap became a thing. You could argue that he was trying to reach the most people because he believed in the message. But and then he started this thing where he was asking for money because he had cancer, but he kept uploading like update vlogs about it, and it was for a long time, and there wasn't any physical sign of decline. Now, that could be highly offensive because perhaps you can have very, serious troubling cancer and maybe it's not as visible of a cancer. But I do remember our friend group always having doubts about the guy. And then when he did pass on, and when he did, my first thought was, fuck, he really did have cancer. I'm an asshole. I feel really bad.
Yeah, I remember.
And then I looked, and it was not cancer that he died from. It was something
Yeah, it was like
unrelated.
an aneurysm or something.
Something. And so
yeah.
in my cynical asshole mind, I was like, well, rest in peace, but he still could have been thinking about cancer.
Yeah, we at least have that to be our rock in life.
Yeah, so the point I bring him up is like the comments I would leave on his vlogs were pretty good. Those are pretty awesome comments. And
you should
even
bring some up in the future if you don't have any today.
Yeah, I don't. I just wanted to introduce the concept of Carman so we can... He'll come back, I'm sure, even if it's in a anything goes conversation. But let's get to the game.
All right.
I was going to have a Carman segment with those comments, but since we're not, I still wanted him to, in spirit with us. His Holy Spirit is with us. I hope you enjoy this. Hope you enjoy this game we're about to do, Carman. I think it's up your alley because it's full of deception. Okay, let's go.
All right. So here's my first one, and I'm gonna read the comment and you guess the song, and then guess if it's real or fake. So here we go. This was a special song between my dad and me. He died last year, September 2nd. The day before his funeral, I drove to the cemetery to see exactly where the service would be the next day. It's a large military cemetery in St. Louis, Missouri. As I drove in, this song came on the radio, and it felt like him finding a way to reach out to me. Not a day goes by that I don't miss him.
Yeah, it's... Every bone of goodness in my body fights against making fun of that, and then my logic reminds me that someone's commenting this on a music video.
Exactly. It's not like having the story itself. It's just thinking
it's not on a memorial website.
Complete strangers want it. Yeah, if it's on Facebook to like your close friends or something or whatever. So this is total strangers that are trying to enjoy a song.
You know what I think? I think it's everybody grieves differently. I think they should add a new stage of grief where it's like anger, resentment, sadness, forgiveness, YouTube comment.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
So
Attention
first of
seeking.
all, obviously, sorry, this guy lost his father.
If he really did. Because there's that possibility too on YouTube comments.
Yeah, that's even
not to
crazier.
besmirch. Yeah.
But actually no, that's less crazy actually than
there are some actual crazy like this man is a demon, dial my phone number, blah blah blah. But that shows up on any kind of video is the problem. I didn't include that.
We should have our own episode of sort of our own, because in our little universe I have found some like strange people and followed them.
Special people
that are well, it's not just special. I don't mean their needs. I mean but
unique
individual eccentrics that have almost no followers or are pretty obscure compared to like other what they call lol cows and all that stuff on.
Yeah,
there's a whole site, Kiwi Farms, where they document Chris Chan and all the weirdos online. We should have an episode in the future about our people like that. I don't know if you remember Equinox. I don't know if you remember.
Yeah, of course I remember Equinox.
I found a new one recently that is just frighteningly different. But anyway,
oh no.
As far as the song, all I can do is try to guess what would be the funniest because there's no clue whatsoever, except for. Well, no. Even the military thing's not a clue because it was just on the radio randomly as he was driving in. Where was it? Arlington?
No, it's a large military cemetery in St. Louis, Missouri. Okay, so I'm not sure which one that is, but... I
don't think that really narrows down what it would be. I mean...
It's also kind of funny to throw in the military, like, troop service, praise my family detail in there.
Yeah.
Like, your dad died, isn't that enough to be sad about?
Saying it was a military cemetery and then saying where it was all... I love unnecessary detail. This is so fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, as far as... I'm probably not going to be able to guess any of these songs based on these.
I'll tell you.
No, wait, I got to guess. I got to guess for funniness. A guy's dad died. It was really sad, but now this song means a lot because it started playing. as he pulled into the military cemetery, Missouri. And that song was... Call Me Maybe by Carly Rae Jepsen.
Dude, I was gonna say that, but that's not the one. No, it was Kryptonite by Three Doors Down.
Oh, okay. That fits, because if you recall, another kind of in-joke we had for a while there was Three Doors Down's Join the Military Propaganda music video that would play before every movie for a while there at the movie theater.
Yep. Citizen
Soldier.
Hold in the line.
The land of the free.
Yeah, no,
Anyway,
absolutely.
So that actually fits. Kryptonite.
Yeah. Wouldn't be my first guess, but again, it came on the radio, so, you know. Yeah.
If I died, would you come pulling to the cemetery? Would you hear this song on the radio and make a comment with unnecessary details? Okay.
Nice. All right, you want to take one?
All right, here's one. Starts simply with Good Charlotte. Damn. This was in my earbuds on the bus, or it actually said in my earbuds on bus for like all 4 years of high school. Them, Blink, and Sum 41 changed my life. I miss my friends from that time. Also my girlfriend. 2005, first concert, first kiss, first felony. What can I say? Good Charlotte forever. God damn, my girlfriend was so fucking hot.
I hope the felony and a hot teenage girlfriend are related.
Well, I think he was a teenager too.
Okay. That's no excuse in some states, apparently. Anyway.
What about that one? You think that's real?
Oh gosh, that's hard, because, like, my guess is...
I do have a habit of going over the top, if that makes me laugh, but that one's not... That one just skirts the line.
It's hard to say, because, you know, it's not over the top, but it's all... There's two details in there. I feel like a lot of the... Like, there's the... Like, how hot his girlfriend was, and then there's first felony, and then his friends. It almost feels like there's a little too much for one comment. Although it is at the same time.
People just sometimes start a comment not knowing what they're going to say, and they just start going down memory lane.
And then they post it.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, you know, I'm going to say it's real.
Ah. You are very wise on some days, but not today because it's fake.
Oh, shit. Can I guess the song you had in mind, though?
I had no song in mind.
I was going to say the anthem, because it was featured in Donkey Konga 2.
That probably would have been it. That would have been it for sure. Because this is a guy who... I mean, you don't pull hot girlfriends unless you have Donkey Konga 2.
Obviously.
That was like... If you need a lip ring, you need a car, because girls love a guy with a car. And then you need a pair of GameCube peripheral DK bongos and the game Donkey Konga 2. And then you're set to get laid.
Yeah.
All right,
practice slapping those skins, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Your turn.
All right. By the way, I noted these kind of like sad story comments. I feel like there's a lot more on either rock from the 2000s or else any like modern pop with a female singer. Those two seem to like pull people's heartstrings the most, from what I've found.
I've seen it on classic rock of like the guys or people like reminiscing about old friends who died back in the old days or something.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No. I guess I suppose you're right. Do you find that it depends on the type of classic rock? Like if it's "Love Me Do" by the Beatles, it's might not be that much.
I really find that that stupidity doesn't discriminate.
Okay, that is true. That is true. I guess I just haven't seen as many like unnecessary like trauma dumps on rap videos,
Yeah.
for example.
Oh, rap videos?
Those
No,
people seem
no
a little
way.
more happy.
Trauma dumps is white people shit. They ain't into that. They ain't doing that.
bitch ass cracker shit.
Anybody that does that on Biggie video, like, yo man, this Biggie song, I was going through a tough time, dude. I wasn't sure about college, and all the comments be like, yo, shut the fuck, you gay.
Yeah.
They don't. I mean, they don't abide by that, and that's awesome.
The question though is Eminem videos. What are
for
those
sure.
like? I haven't even looked
That's
any up.
trailer trash tears. Just Eminem. Yeah, I think like the leading cause of Geek Squad laptop repairs is Eminem videos because the tears got into the keyboard and short circuited.
Yeah. There's a lot of comments like, yo man, my dad was doing PCP when I was listening to this song, and oh shit, I mean, no, I'm real cool, guys. I don't cry. I'm not that white.
Eminem just like me, man. He spit right. He black inside a white guy body like me, and I'm from a trailer park too. And my mom, she make lasagna, not spaghetti, but still, man, I'm just like him. I spit bars and I'm angry and I'm homophobic, kind of, but that's cool because I kill people, but I love my daughter. But fuck my wife.
Yeah,
fuck that bitch. But I love my daughter.
That's a weird thing. It's like more okay.
Fuck Trump.
It's more okay to hate gays if you like murder.
Yeah,
isn't that weird? Anyway, here's my next one. This song just constantly feels like you're being showered in gold.
Is that the whole comment?
Yeah.
If it's real, the song.
Yeah. First of all,
I feel like I should guess the song. I think I should guess real or fake first, and then if it turns out to be real, then I guess the song.
Okay. Well, I had songs in mind for my fake ones too. So
oh, okay. Well, okay, so
I had to get into the method acting of the character. But yeah, so what do you think?
Showered with gold.
Yeah, pick whichever you want to do first, and we'll go from there.
R. Kelly, Trapped in the Closet.
Oh, so close. R. Kelly, Ignition.
Oh, remix to Ignition.
Yeah, good one. And it is real. By the way, I don't know.
That person's being funny.
Yeah. No, and this is the one I like, the snide, jokey comments about like disgraced or deceased celebrities. I actually do like those ones. That one made me laugh. I do need to go take a tinkle real quick. Do you mind waiting?
Yeah, you gotta go shower it with gold.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Yeah, Jamal, go ahead and put in Ron's Taking a Tinkle song right here. Thanks, man. I know we're asking a lot of you. You're brand new to the show. Between you and me, I mean, I can't promise when, but down the road at some point, we're looking to retire Ron. And you're not just the intern, Jamal. For those at home, he's going to be listening to this later because he edits. Jamal, you're gonna take Ron's place. He's great, but he's got a shelf life. And you've got a certain street cred to you, hipness. We got to get the word out about John McAfee to the younger generations. And frankly, you're better at improvising than him. So just stay tuned. Keep your ear to the ground. It's not yet. Maybe a while, but you're set to overthrow the throne, if you know what I mean. You're doing well, by the way, Jamal. I was kidding earlier when I told him we're not going to pay you. Of course we're going to pay you. You signed the contract. You saw how much I'm paying you. You're getting paid more than Ron. In fact, what I mean by that is Ron's not getting paid at all. just you're getting paid. And that's out of my own pocket because we're not monetized. That was one of our vows when we started this, was in no way will we ever make funds or money off of this podcast. Because as we know, currency is immoral. It should all be burned. Except for the currency we're giving you, Jamal. You earned it. He's taking forever to take a piss. Did you believe that story, Jamal, about the girl? I didn't buy it.
You have your passport. Did you get your shot?
Something bad to that woman.
Girl, do you wanna go back? Oh, hey, I'm back. I'm back.
Hey,
sorry about that.
Hey. All right, next one.
Next one.
No, my turn.
Should be yours. Yeah.
Okay, got one here. This says, "This is why today's music just doesn't hit me. Miles invented cool. Who is inventing new things today? Justin Bieber? Miles was a black man and every race liked him, and he wasn't gay. I think anyone can back me up here. Cool is forever, and Miles is forever."
Good old bitches brew Michael. Yeah, Miles. Excuse me. Michael. Oh my god. Yeah. I'm definitely gonna say that's real. That sounds the for some reason, like, I mean, there's a lot of like hack and like just shitty like popular people. For some reason, Justin Bieber is the one that people are most comfortable like openly shitting on, I feel like. So that lends it some credibility. Like there's plenty of equally like cringe musicians. A lot of them, I guess, are women, so maybe that's why people in their chivalrous instinct, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna say that's real. The Justin Bieber jab lends it a lot of credibility.
All right. Well, you are, according to Miles Davis, uncool because it's fake.
Oh shit! You're just too good at writing these.
Yeah,
that's
I included
very
the Justin
realistic.
The Justin Bieber thing is another thing I wanted to bring up because for a while there, it's like it was always annoying and always stupid to like and uncreative to just always bring that up. But at least he was like a new thing, and he was like still that little kid that like everyone like annoying and everyone hated. But there, I still will see people mention Justin Bieber as like example of today's music. And yes, he's still making music, and it's like, I mean, technically he's matured and it's gotten better. I don't like it, but you know, it's whatever. Mm-hmm. But the point is, like, it's such an odd reference point to use in this day and age, because I don't think when they're saying it, they're not really. It's usually older people that aren't imagining current day Justin Bieber's musical output. They're imagining the little kid from Canada that everyone thought was gay and hated.
Yeah. And they're afraid to say like Miley Cyrus or Taylor Swift or something because the fans are a little more avid, I think. I don't know. Do you get that sense?
Not really.
Miley Cyrus gets some mentions too, but I don't. Taylor Swift, I feel, is like equally in that wheelhouse, but it gets above it.
Well, Miley Cyrus, number one, even when she started, there's something about Justin Bieber's attitude that people never liked. I think with Miley Cyrus, her biggest problem was her phase of just, oh my god, I just figured out that I could fuck literally anything. That's awesome. So like she was just like, everything, no any port in the storm. I'm a slut now. Look, I'm an adult. But then she kind of went back more to being a bit more normal again. And I've actually seen her. There was some sort of event where she was singing like rock covers instead of pop, and she was like really good.
Okay.
And all the comments were like, I mean, all her songs are covers. Technically, she didn't write most of these people don't write their own songs, so it might as well be covers.
Not those people, but yeah.
Yeah, but all the comments were like boomer generation people and stuff saying like, I used to use her as an example of why modern music sucks, but wow, she should do more rock. She's really made for it. And I was like, wow, this is like an example of like people admitting when somebody has more range than they thought or whatever. So like, I think Miley Cyrus was being thrown around during the Wrecking Ball era, and her just like licking everything and being weird. But I don't see that much anymore, and I would defend her more now because she's just She's just
maybe
kind of
she redeemed herself in a way.
Sort of.
That Justin has.
Justin has kind of too. I mean, he did the whole thing where he was like, "I'm going to church now, and that's my whole thing." And I don't know. I mean, that lost him fans, if anything. But I mean, to me, and I'm not even a church goer.
He pulled a Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah. To me, I don't even have to be a church goer for that to still sort of be a. It still always sort of works on me because it makes me feel like they're acting like there's something above them. And
for
before
once,
that, before that, they feel they're acting like no one is above them. So it's like kind of
if it's genuine.
Yeah, it's probably a PR move. That's
like making it so public makes me wonder. I know they're celebrities, but like I don't know, it makes me suspect. But
like Taylor Swift, anyone hating on her, I would hate on her more just for being so ever present and being like. I mean, there's no reason that she should be the most popular musician in the entire world right now, like she is. But but she's not making unlistenable radioactive garbage. It's just bubblegum radio pop, you know what I mean? Like I think her attitude's gotten worse over the years because she started so humble and everything and almost like
again, like could be PR, but
well, I mean,
you know what I mean?
Before she even had probably like huge teams, because she was just this little kind of chubby cheeked girl who went to Nashville with a dream and started as a country musician. And like everyone.
Is that just part of the story? I really don't know. Like maybe that's true. But
as far as I know,
with fame.
I mean, it's a weird thing to lie about where you went and what genre music you played, and then you can't lie about what you look like. That's the only things I described.
Oh no, no, but like saying it's like I just struck out on my own, and you know I certainly didn't have financial backing from my wealthy parents. I certainly didn't, you know what I mean? Like you can omit certain details to create a certain image that's not
JMIP
really
doesn't believe that you're inherently bad if you came from. If you're like a nepo baby, if you have talent, then it's okay.
No.
It's when you're like Pauly Shore or somebody like that who's a nepo baby and not funny even remotely. Then you're like, okay, they just are famous because they had a connection or whatever. But you can't choose who you're born.
No, what I'm saying is it's like stolen poverty valor.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like creating an image that you started from nothing when in reality you
But that's Tom Waits' entire career, and he's good.
Well,
it's sort of what music...
he's good at what he does. He kind of gets a pass, I guess. But shame on him for doing that on principle.
I'm not defending Taylor Swift. I'm just saying... my point was just that Justin Bieber's a funny one to still use as the go-to.
Yeah.
And I do see people trashing Taylor Swift, though, constantly. Yeah. And I think that is... I've just to conclude my theory on that, I think it wasn't as much in the past because her attitude gets worse and worse about like her... Like how important she thinks she is and her arrogance and her being everywhere and, her public dating life and all that. Like not wanting to talk about it and writing songs about how horrible it is, but then also like clearly like making
getting off on the attention.
Yeah, all that stuff made her less liked over the years. Kind of like it was sort of, I call it the Jennifer, or what's her name? Who's the mystique? Jennifer Lawrence trajectory, because she was like the aw shucks. I can't believe I'm talking to Jack Nicholson at the Oscars. I'm tripping over my dress. Everybody loves me. There hasn't been an actress this real ever. Like she's just like one of us. But the thing is, that wasn't like a fake. That was real. But then she just, over the years, Hollywood made her
she turned into the
if you look at her now and like how she acts and what she says, and even the movie she's in, it's like, people were always like, protect Jennifer Lawrence at all costs. Nobody did. Because she's just Hollywood now.
Maybe she didn't want to be protected. Maybe the demonic energies lured her in, hook, line, and sinker.
Drink enough adrenochrome, you'll be...
Exactly.
Do anything. But, it's like... Because Taylor Swift was... I think Kanye did a good job of making her likable for a long time, because she seemed like the underdog that you felt bad for. It was like, oh, poor Taylor Swift. Like, she's just out there trying to live her dream, and this guy takes the reward from her. But anyway, this is a big tangent. I'll probably cut out. All right, next one. Your turn.
Don't cut it out. I liked it. All right, next one though. Okay, I'm just gonna dive right into it. I lost my father when I was 9. He had a stroke, and I found him on the floor. No, excuse me. He had a stroke, and I found him in the floor. Since that day,
it's real.
This song always makes me cry for thinking he couldn't be here to see me grow. I'm not a religious guy, but I'm pretty sure he's up there looking and guiding me. Hope you all have a good day. Well, I'm not going to have a good day now after hearing about your dead dad. Shit.
That's a weird one. That's a weird sentence to leave it on. How is he in the floor?
It's like you would say on your Carmen comments, have a blessed day.
Oh, yeah, I'd say at the end of every single one, huh?
Little, teaser. But...
man. Yeah, it's like, I'm not really sure if I believe in heaven and all that, but, I think he's in heaven.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so many dad ones that one's real though.
Yeah, it is. It is real, and
because you're funny, but to think of the typo for "in the floor" is you'd be a genius to come up with. That's so funny if you come up with that.
Yeah, no, there's found
him laying in the floor.
Yeah.
And what if, like, you made a comment? It's like, oh, hey, but I'm so sorry to hear about your dad. You meant on the floor, though, right?
Yeah.
Like, what if he was like, no, in
the floor? Oh my
he
God,
never elaborated.
Was the floor okay?
Was the floor?
That's a classic joke. You hit your head on the table, and your dad's like, "Oh no, is the table okay?"
Yeah, of course. That's a family.
Great.
Okay, here's mine.
Oh, let me tell you the song though, because you're talking about like covers that get too much credit that they don't deserve, and with like Miley Cyrus rock and stuff. That was Johnny Cash's cover of "Hurt" by Trent Reznor. I just thought that I should throw that in there.
Well, that floor got hurt that day.
That's for sure. But it couldn't feel.
Well, yeah.
It wears a crown of shit that the dog left on it.
Okay.
Next.
Creed gets way too much hate. They kinda low-key slap in retrospect. Slap the child off the devil's dick, that is. No band straight up stomp the devil with heavy god rock like Creed.
This sounds like a Carman comment other than say dick. So they're saying, let me decipher the language of this first of all. So they're saying they kind of low-key slap. So I think, I know my modern vernacular decently well. I think that means that they're sort of decent, right?
I think it means they're
low-key a little bit. Slap is like, catchy to listen to.
Low-key means more like on the down low. Like, it's just a new way of saying what we discussed of underrated. Like, so
they're gay and underrated. Okay.
Like, because I think people say, like, I low-key love this, like, to mean, like, I don't even know, because people misuse it so much.
Oops. Yeah, I thought it meant kinda, but not too much. like sorta, or just, but
I thought
people use it like
surprisingly, almost like you wouldn't expect this to, but surprisingly, it slaps. It low key slaps.
You know what? Whenever there's a dispute like this, I'm going to Urban Dictionary. Okay. Low key, quiet and relaxed, not very forceful, emotional, or noticeable. That's like the dictionary.
Meaning.
2, of low intensity. Oh no, that's dictionary also. Okay, the slang variant functions as an adverb. Yeah, I know. Is typically used to describe a speaker's desires or emotions. Low key retains the dictionary definition of meaning of low intensity and not very emotional. However, additionally, it can also indicate something that is secretly, perhaps somewhat shamefully, wanted or felt by the speaker.
A guilty pleasure, kind of down the down low, you know.
So I low key enjoy the sound of Freddie Mercury's voice. That kind of thing.
Guilty about that?
Well, it's how I enjoy it.
Oh, yeah. That's high key.
Yeah. In the hypothetical.
Okay, so you were analyzing the comment?
Yeah, so we low key enjoy Creed.
Do you want me to reread it?
No, the other thing was like slapping the baby off the Devils. I assume that's something to do with Pizzagate, how they're sort of like the last bastion against like Hollywood, you know what, rings and adrenochrome Moloch worshippers and stuff like that.
I think it just means the devil's so evil that he has sex with children.
Yeah, but then Creed is like slapping it off. So it's like
slapping the child off, like saving the child.
Exactly. So I think this could be a hidden message we want to look into more. Can you get in touch with this person? Does YouTube allow DMs anymore? I want to know like what they know about Creed and if they're helping fight the cause to get rid of the New World Order elite. We might be buying some plane tickets to Kenya for those guys.
I can get in touch with them right now. Hey, person who wrote that, is that what it meant? Why, yes, it is, because I wrote it. It's fake.
Oh, shit. Okay. Yeah, okay, yeah. I understand how that could be taken as fake. I feel like the slapping the devil's dick just wouldn't be necessarily on a Creed video, but more like something a little more bombastic, like
Creed's a Christian rock band.
Yeah, it was something more, like maybe on like an Anal Blast video or
they're not Christian.
Cannibal Corpse. Oh, I thought they were. Sorry, sometimes I get them mixed up.
Man,
isn't Bloody Hole about the Lance of Longinus?
It is actually.
That's what I thought.
But okay, your turn.
All right, next one I've got I think a good one that you're gonna like.
Oh, good, because I didn't like any of the other ones.
Here we go. So this kind of mixes two tropes that we talked about. The lyrics, every single word, brilliant. The music, the players, song structure, and arrangement, rocks like no other. It's 2024. Feeling sorry for today's youth.
That's very real seeming. As far as the song, man, what sucks is like that. Back in the day when I started first seeing those kind of comments, it was for classic rock and stuff. But now, 90s and early 2000s music is classic rock.
It's considered, yeah. I was disappointed to find that out. Yeah.
I don't know what the hell this person could be talking. This person could be talking about something from 4 years ago.
You're
today's youth.
More than 4, but you're not that far off. Okay, let me just tell you, it's been a while by Stained.
Oh, okay. Well, it hasn't been a while for it to be classic rock, but
yeah,
whatever. That's funny. I feel that the players, the song, perfect.
Rocks like no other.
Like, no. Yeah.
Kids
no
these
other.
days don't understand the glory that is Stained. Okay, I'll
Glory that is that real?
No, I'm saying that parodying, but that it could be in there.
Was that real, though?
That was real. The lyrics, every single word.
So
really.
all of yours have been real, and all of mine have been fake so far.
So far.
That says a lot about us as people, dude. That's
yeah.
deep. Okay, here's mine.
I won't do any more Stained though. Go ahead.
Well, yeah. I hope you keep it to one band each. Hoobastank had a dumb name and only one big hit, but this shouldn't dissuade anyone reading this from checking them out, downloading their discography, and then killing themselves.
I'm gonna go out on a limb. You said big hit. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say this one is real, and it's actually on the video for "This Christmas" by Chris Brown.
They're talking about
Because of
Hoobastank?
big hit. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, I get it.
That's uncalled for. That's unnecessary.
Dude, Rihanna's a national treasure, dude.
Did she give him herpes though?
A Haitian national treasure. She might have, in which case you have a point. It was completely justified.
Well, it's like her eye healed, but he still has herpes. I don't know.
Good point. Sometimes,
It's bad all around is what I'm saying.
you know,
I'm not saying he should have done it.
There's good and bad people on both sides, dude.
Exactly.
War! Exclamation point. Heroes on both sides. But
Antivirus.
okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Hoobastank had a dumb name and only one big hit. This shouldn't dissuade anyone reading this from checking them out, though, and downloading their discography, then killing themselves.
I'm gonna say fake because of the killing themselves part. In all honesty,
Because I'm the only
final answer.
I'm the only funny person online. There's no other people that could have come up with that.
I think most people commenting on these videos aren't that funny. Not on purpose.
You found a reason to be right. Because it's fake.
I knew it. All right. On to mine. Here we go.
How many more do you have?
I got 3 more.
Okay.
4 more. If we have time. We don't have to do them all. But I'll do this one for sure. So, I remember listening to this song on my Walkman. Remember those? In the backseat of the car on a rainy day going to visit my mom in the hospital. I still cry every time I hear it to this day, but I can't stay away from it. Music just isn't like this anymore. Anymore spelled as 2 words, by the way. By the way, my mom made a complete and full recovery. She has since passed.
The very end, there's just a complete roller coaster of the fact. Oh, don't worry, rest easy. She's fine. She was fine. She's dead now. Okay, that one is your first fake one.
No, it's actually
Oh my
a comment.
God.
It's actually another comment on "It's Been a While" by Stained.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
No, okay.
Complete and full recovery. Jesus Christ. Oh my god, why would you write that?
Which I posted as a fake comment.
Oh, I get you.
It's fake.
You
It's
got
fake.
me in my own game. Okay. Well, that was really funny. She has since passed. That's so funny. Oh, good job.
Thanks. All right, you got another one? Maybe we do one more
Jamal,
each, 2 more?
Jamal, we're paying you slightly less this month because Rob was very funny just then. He's going to get a couple dollars that would have gone to you. Sorry, Jamal.
Only 2.
Me too. Yeah, we could we can speed through some last ones and then call it a show.
All right.
I'll do one right here. Bob Dylan's lyrics often didn't make a lick of sense, but they helped my life make sense back in college, and that's what matters to me. A generation, a voice, a talent that defined a decade, and that decade being the 2000s. My mom has schizophrenia.
Okay. I think that's fake, but I think it's important to stress why. So it's not the random reference to your mom having or to her mom having schizophrenia. Rather, the fact that any Dylan fan would confine him to a decade makes me
to the 2000s
sick.
Even though he still was making good music by all accounts.
Isn't he still making music now? He's still alive, right?
Apparently, yeah. My dad loves him, and apparently a lot of it's just as good now. I think the 80s was a bad time for him, but
it was a bad time for a lot of music. That's okay.
Yeah, the last, I think, 3 Dylan albums have been very celebrated.
I see.
But that's fake. I didn't even have it written down. I just improvised.
Okay. Well, you did a pretty good job until you mentioned the 1 decade. That's when I knew. Before that, I thought it could be 100% real. Good job.
Thanks. Okay, you go with your remaining 2 or 3 or whatever.
Okay. Speaking of decades, this is a song that sounds like it could have came out in the 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010s, and 2020s. Very timeless and fresh.
I feel like the sentiment of that comment is perfectly valid. Something I think about timeless songs all the time, or songs that sound ahead of their time, but the need to, when you say it's timeless, you don't then need to list every decade that it would have could have come out in. That's
exactly.
Man, I'm gonna say real just because I want it to be real. That's very funny, and that person's
it is real. Yeah,
that's so. Oh wait, I'll wait for the twist.
The twist. It's real. Well, it's on The Times They Are A-Changin' by Bob Dylan. Which I guess makes sense.
I mean, last time you said it was real, and it was a real comment written by you. It's not written by you.
No, this is written by Valentine's Day 9G.
Not 5G, because that controls your mind, bro. You got to do 9G.
Yeah. No, 9G is going to control your whole body.
It's going to control your heart on Valentine's Day.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, but no, I didn't write that one. Actually, also, I lied. It is real. But it was on It's Been a While by Stained.
Oh. We're going on a...
Which is even more funny, because Stained sounds nothing like the 70s or 80s.
Absolute. I mean... Man, I'm trying to think of any band that even used distortion, and I don't mean that in a way that they did it so amazingly or originally. It's just that was not a sound in those decades, and that was such if anything, and I even told you the other day that's a low key, quote unquote, guilty pleasure song, just because nostalgia growing up, not because I liked them, but I just heard it constantly, and it is, when the chorus comes in, it's a headbanger, it's fun, or whatever. I mean, Stain sucks.
Sure.
And the main guy is just hey everybody, I'm solo now, and I'm the only rock guy who's not, let's get rid of politics, folks, let's just calm down and let's just focus on the music. And then his shows are how many y'all voting for? It's just political.
Oh my God.
It's just fully his identity. It's just as annoying as Bono, and everyone out there ready to rock. Well, first I'm gonna take about 20 to 45 minutes discussing the troubles back home in the
Troubles
war.
of the potato famine.
Yeah, and how you can donate at the merch booth outside. How you see the toilet paper with the Edge's face on it. That's gonna go towards helping us. But like that liberal, just political infested rock is just as annoying as the Stained guy's like cowboy hat American flag. Like he's such.
Yeah,
Again, that feels griftery because it's almost like, man, nobody likes Stained or Aaron Lewis anymore. Oh, what's that? People are like if you do conservative stuff in music, you're kind of like a renegade outlaw. I'm a bad boy now. It's like, that's my new thing. And that way people that don't even like Stained are going to come out. Just because of my message, not because of the music. But
until it becomes not underground enough in your industry.
Maybe he's a nice guy. Maybe I'm being cynical, but it seems like an opportunistic cash grab, and I hope he dies a painful, lonely death.
It's been a while since I trusted famous musicians about anything.
Gotta break the cycle of partisanship. But okay, next.
All right.
First off, it's a Stained. It's on Stained.
All right. Okay. Wait till I say it. I got two more. Is that okay?
Yeah, I'll give you the pleasure of saying.
All right. So, I was in the hospital at 17. My lungs had shut down slowly, and they never figured out why. Sounds like a cool ghost story. I almost died, and it took over a week to get my air to open back up. My mom, who is a saint and a devout Christian, said she loved this song because I had MTV going constantly. Doesn't even like music, and probably not this song, but meant a lot to me. That's nice. I felt death, if it is such a thing.
You think it was very comforting that his mom lied to him?
Yeah, because he knew she was doing it to make him feel good.
Because if it is, it's been a while by Stained. He says the F word like 3 times. I love this song, honey.
It has been a while by Stained.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
No, I'm kidding. It's one by Metallica.
Oh, okay. Whoa.
And the end of it says, I could hear this song while sleeping over and over. Which I don't know how any Metallica songs...
I think that song's about being in the hospital or something, like being paralyzed. And
so he's a faker. His lungs shut down, not his whole body.
Yeah, that's swollen valor. He just had some swollen lymph nodes or some shit. But I thought it was going to be closing time because his airways were like, it's closing time. Okay, that's a funny one. I do like how... I mean, is it real? It's real.
It is real.
The ones with typos, I give it away because on my first one I had a typo, but I didn't think that... Not that you're not clever, but I think I don't know if you think about adding typos to Trick. I don't know. But you did have that. The funniest one of the whole episode has been yours, with she made a full recovery. She's since passed away.
Thanks.
But then the funniest real one of yours was the guy saying it's timeless and then explaining how about each decade how it's timeless.
Yeah.
You just say it's timeless.
Yeah.
This last one was funny too because the mom's like, "Oh, that song on the TV, honey. I love that song." It's like, "Really, Mom? I didn't know you were into new metal and post grunge." "Oh, heck yes. I'm a devout post grunge fan." And then later when he heals and he comes home, "Mom, home. Gave me a clean bill of health. I got us tickets to see Stained." "Oh, I just lied about that, honey. You get rid of those tickets."
Yeah, some of my mom's a real Black Sabbath head now. She's a saint. She eats bats,
Or she's like, "Honey, look at me. Look at what I'm wearing. Look at the crosses and the live, love, learn signs on the wall. Look at the embroidered pillow with a Bible verse on it. Do you really think that I like Stained? I mean, come now. Get those tickets, sell them, and get us tickets to Cannibal Corpse."
No, it's the blood of Christ that washes away the Stained.
Oh, that's true. Maybe she's into Lamb of God.
Yeah. You want to hear? Okay. One more.
Final one.
I promise it's not stained. Okay. Okay, here we go. My husband loved this song, ... He passed away today.
Are all of yours death ones? It feels like
That's the trope I hate the most.
Yeah, that's the trope I hate the most. My husband loved this one. He died today.
He passed away today. I love you, John. I always will. You were my world, God. If I could just sing this song with you one more time, hear your voice crack at the same damn place in the song. I miss you so much, baby. R.I.P. my love. Emojis.
You said one of the most probably tragic and mourning lines as if you were like rolling dice at a casino. I miss you so much, baby.
That's how it's written.
I know
it was a year ago. She's probably over it.
It's probably. Come on. This isn't Carman. We can't mock a dead person. No, but
she's alive.
No, she probably meant I miss you so much, baby. Not baby. Like Daddy wants a new pair of shoes.
You know, sometimes I miss these things when I'm reading instead of hearing a voice. So
well, that's the thing, dude.
It's an honest mistake, and I meant no ill will or mockery.
Into the intent of others, you know. But no, this one, I will say this: before you continued, when it was just this is my husband's favorite song. He died today. I actually was gonna say this is the only one that I don't think I would make fun of, because when it's literally the day of, like, you're not thinking straight. You're still, it's fresh. So like I would completely, I still bring up stuff about loss that we share.
Sure.
I still bring that up to people randomly online. I wonder if they're like, oh wait, do they think I'm like trauma dumping like the YouTube people? So like, I do have feelings, or I do have empathy for these people, you know, the ones that are
for sure.
But as you went on with it, though, it was more like if she'd left, like, this is my son, husband's favorite song, he died today, I'd be like, man, that person's going through it. They're listening to the music that he liked. I would even maybe leave a comment saying, I'm sorry for your loss. But as you kept going, it was like the way this and that, it just got so flowery. And like, if he just died today, why are you making it about you? Why are you doing a poem? Like, why are you giving a TED talk on loss on a what I'm assuming, dead talk on what I'm assuming is a Stain song, despite what you said. But yeah, it just felt like where his voice cracked in the same damn place. Now, does that mean
that actually makes me sad to hear that? That's
no, that
like
is
an
a sad
emotional
detail.
I feel for this lady, man. Man, this is.
But that's the thing.
I feel wrong about this. We shouldn't have done it. Yeah. Nah, I'm kidding. It's worth it.
Wait, maybe we shouldn't release this. This is thoughtless. What are we doing, man? Oh wait, they posted it on the internet in a completely awkward manner, and we're just talking about how subjecting others to your grief is actually kind of fucked up.
Yeah. I am sorry for your loss.
All losses I'm sorry for. It's just that it's people go to music videos to watch the song they like, not to have to then by proxy be sad about all this other stuff.
Yeah,
you know, they have spoiler tags on Letterboxd, that movie review site, and I think on Reddit, but they should have like trauma dump tags, so it's like if you want to see it,
eulogy tags.
Yeah, eulogy tags. Like, this comment is a eulogy. Click here, and it's like on Letterboxd. They're real. Thankfully, they're not. When I say they're cheeky, I don't mean like Discord cheeky. Like, uploading derps and blurps. You're almost ready to have a gazoogle.
What kind of fucking loser would use Discord?
Yeah, fucking it. I mean, yeah. But I mean, no, that's the kind of stuff that in Minecraft makes me want to, take an AK to the Discord writer's room or whatever in Minecraft.
Yeah, I just finished building their office in my server.
Oh, yeah, we should do that. Yeah, because whoever writes the update flavor text for Discord that's like currently counting sheep, currently overcharging taxes or whatever. It's like I want to just paint the wall. I want to give myself a custom nitro powered banner and paint the wall pink in their office. But with their brains. Yeah, so the detail about him, the voice crack. Now, does she mean that his voice cracks at the same spot every time he sings it, or that the singer's voice cracks and her husband's voice would crack at the same spot as the singer's voice crack?
That I don't know. I
the
like
second one. It's funny that you're like eulogize your husband, but also like throwing shade at the singer, where you're like, yeah, his voice cracks in the song.
I like thinking that the husband actually practiced this song so well. Well, I would like to think.
Oh, that the husband thought
he practiced so well. He did the voice cracks exactly perfect every time on purpose. She thought it was just natural.
No, I think that he practiced it so well, or so often. It was like singing was his passion, but he just happened to be one of those people that, you meet some people that absolutely love something, maybe even more than someone who does the thing well, but they just can't and never will be good at it. Just no matter, you just lack the talent for it. It's just unfortunate, the way, you could teach yourself certain things, like how to draw certain things or whatever, but then there's people that throughout I don't know, as an artist and a musician stuff, there's people that, and I'm not saying I'm good at it, but there's people that I've kind of stayed in loose touch with or watched as I follow along, who they love creating, and they will until the day they die, and they should, and I'm not knocking them for it, but they never improve, and no one will ever tell them that they're not good at it.
Yeah.
It's just unfortunate when someone, it's like a coincidence that the thing that they were born to love the most is one of the things they just can't do no matter what.
Yeah,
but anyway,
I feel sorry.
That was him with singing. But she would humor him and tell him that it sounded perfect, and he loved that. So now, in death, she's finally critiquing him and saying that his voice cracked, and then from the beyond,
he's seeing it. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. He's seeing that, and he's like, "What the fuck?
You didn't like it when I did that? I did it for you.
I should have Chris Benoit you."
Yeah, maybe his voice cracked so many times that it caused an abscess in his jaw that got up into his brain, and
what if his Adam's apple split in two?
Yeah. So, yeah, that's a shame. But yeah, do you want to guess what the song is? It is real.
Nirvana, because that was the most voice cracky thing I could think of.
Actually, yeah. You guessed Lithium, right?
I didn't. I just said Nirvana.
Okay, well, it's Lithium by Nirvana.
It's Lithium.
Yeah. Just kidding, it's Been a While by Stained.
I knew it.
Good night.
Every time I can't remember, and my voice cracked. All right, thanks for listening, everybody. This has been John McAfee Innocence podcast. If anybody's listening at this point, that's not self-deprecating. It just means we're nobodies and we're starting at the ground level. There will be listeners.
Once the word gets out about the cause.
Oh yeah, but anybody who is listening, let us know in the comments if you liked this episode's premise. Again, the premise is every episode's a different premise. Ones that we get positive feedback from either our friends or whoever, even strangers who happen upon it. Those are more likely to get repeated in the future, but it'll be a different premise it'll never be the same premise in a row. So that's sort of what we're going for. This one was fun. It's funny that I'm asking for comments about if the comments episode was good. Make sure you leave your best trauma dump unnecessary comment. And anything left you had to say left? Or
Well, I just want to take this as an opportunity to say that I was listening to our last episode, and it reminded me of a time in my life where my Uncle Riff was on his dying days in the hospital bed. And
Oh, I know Riff.
yeah, and
Riff's alive and well.
yeah, but like we thought he was going to be a goner, and
okay.
I was listening to our last episode, and it just reminded me of those lonely car rides home from the hospital. And nah, I'm just kidding. I was listening to Stained.
Oh, Riff loves Stained. Classic Riff. All right. Remember, everyone listening at home. Antivirus. Pro-liberty. Good night.